What is the best way to improve your spoken English and overall fluency? Well, you need to practice a lot, every day, ideally. That's probably not news to you, but it's something that can be really difficult to actually do. Today, I'm going to give you 5 things that you can practice every day on your own without needing to find a speaking partner or join conversation groups. These are all things you can do independently that are extremely fun, extremely engaging, and I'm going to guess that you haven't heard of some of them before. To do this, we're going to be using Langua. This is an AI conversation platform that I've partnered with. It is the best app I have ever found for independent study. I use it constantly for practicing my Italian and keeping up with my Spanish. Langua is also home to my AI clone.
Of course, a table in the middle is fine. Please follow me.
So you can practice English with me. It's my voice there. It's going to blow your mind, and as soon as you try it, I know you're going to feel so excited because you will see how much easier your English learning journey will become. The best thing is that you can try it for free. Just click the link below or scan the QR code here. You need to fill out your profile on the website first before you download the app. You can try it for free, but I can also offer you a 20% discount on the unlimited annual plan. Just use the code English20 at checkout. Make sure you do that on the website to get your discount, then download the app. You need to download this app to participate in this lesson. Right, let's begin with the lesson. First things first, you need to be listening to English every single day. And I don't mean passively with a podcast on in the background while you scroll through your phone. I mean properly listening, paying attention to how native speakers connect their words and how their voice rises and falls. Now, what should you listen to? Honestly, whatever you enjoy. Podcasts are brilliant because there are so many of them. Whatever you're into, I guarantee there's a podcast for it. Audiobooks are fantastic too, especially ones where the speaker is really expressive. And if you want something short and daily, The Archers on BBC Radio 4 is one of my all-time favourites. It's a daily audio soap opera. Each episode is about 12 minutes, spoken in clear British English, and it deals with everyday life, so the vocabulary is incredibly useful. But the real magic happens when you don't just listen, you shadow. That means speaking at the same time as the speaker or just after them, mimicking their pronunciation, their intonation, and their rhythm. You're training your mouth to move in a specific way to make British English sounds. Over time, the sounds become more automatic. Now, here's how to take this even further with Langua. First of all, Langua actually has its own podcast library on the web app, and it's coming to the mobile app very soon with transcripts and everything. It's the perfect tool. But wherever you find your content, once you've listened and done your shadowing practice, open up a conversation and tell AI Lucy what you've just been listening to. Share a summary, tell her what you found interesting, and she'll ask you follow-up questions to check you fully understood and keep the conversation going. You can also tap words and phrases you don't know and add them to your vocab bank. That's an incredible feature, but more on that later. You can even create a custom prompt, something like, every time I start a new conversation, ask me what I've just listened to. Get me to summarize it, and then ask me follow-up questions about it. Save that, and now you've got a ready-made routine. Listen, shadow, discuss. 3 steps every day, and you're building your listening, your pronunciation, and your speaking skills all at once. Next, a daily word journal. This one came directly from my own experience learning Spanish and Italian. Go about your normal day, but start noticing objects and things around you and asking yourself, do I know what this is called in English? A kitchen utensil, a bit of hardware on a door, something growing in the park, things you can name instantly in your first language, but have never thought about in English. Don't look them up immediately. Simply write them down in your native language, maybe in your notes app, a little notebook, whatever works. Build up a list throughout the day every day. Then later, sit down and look them up properly. You might need to use a translation app first, but then I recommend the Oxford Learners Dictionary because you can also hear audio clips of each word, practice shadowing the words, and read the definitions out loud. Write sentences using them because actually using the vocabulary is what makes it stick. Now, here's where Langua helps. Open the app, go into cards, tap the 3 dots for actions, hit import, and type these new words straight in. Once they're in your vocabulary bank, tap choose exercise, chat, and practice my vocab, blend into chat. Select your words and start a conversation. You can use a mix of vocabulary from previous conversations too. Those exact words will start coming up naturally. AI Lucy might use one in a conversation. You might reach for one in your answer. You'll start using the language instead of just staring at a list. That's the real difference between knowing a word and it becoming part of your English. Next, keep a voice journal. This next technique is a bit more self-reflective than the others, but I think it might be the most powerful over time. Every evening, record a 1 to 2 minute voice note, or however long you feel comfortable with, about your day. Just talk, no planning or script. What did you do? How did you feel? What was funny or annoying? Speak as if you're leaving a voice note for a friend. Then listen back either that evening or the next morning. You'll start noticing things. Then take that journal entry into Langua, read it to AI Lucy, and ask for help making it sound more natural. Better grammar, richer vocabulary, smoother connections between ideas. Save anything new to your vocab bank and work it into your next conversation. There is nothing better than allowing your own life to become your study material. Okay, number 4, do a role play. This one is a lot of fun, and it's also one of the most practical things you can do to build real confidence in English. I want you to think about situations where you're most likely to need English in real life. Checking into a hotel, a job interview, returning something to a shop. Pick one and act it out on your own, out loud. You need to play both parts. You're the customer and you're the shop assistant. You're the interviewer and you're the candidate. When you think from both sides, you're working 2 completely different muscles at the same time. Now, Langua is absolutely brilliant for this. Go into the role play section and you'll find loads of ready-made scenarios. But my favorite option is custom. You set the scene, tell AI Lucy what you want to practice, and she takes it from there. The difference is huge. Instead of scripting both sides yourself, you're just having a real natural back and forth conversation as if you were actually in that situation. It's one of the best ways to build the kind of confidence that transfers to real life. So when you're sitting in that real interview, it doesn't feel like the first time. Okay, last one, mini English missions. This last one is my favorite for building something that most English courses completely ignore: spontaneity, the ability to just think in English and speak without having to plan everything out first. I call these mini English missions, and the idea is simple. You get a scenario and you have to respond to it out loud, on the spot, no preparation, no script. So, for example, you're a radio presenter and there's a music festival coming to town. You've got 30 seconds to introduce it live on air. You need a name for the festival, a headline act, the whole thing. Go. Okay, don't go. We haven't got time, but I do want you to practice things like this. Another idea. Maybe you're a podcast host and your guest has just cancelled last minute. So you have to fill the whole episode talking about the last film you saw. Start small. 30 seconds is plenty. Then build up to a minute, 2 minutes, whatever feels challenging but manageable. And don't worry if it's not perfect. That just means you're pushing yourself and building a new English speaking muscle. Now, Langua is really important for this one because AI Lucy can set up the scenarios and tell you exactly what you need to do. Let's go into the app, find the Design My Own feature and hit Create New. Then use this prompt. Every time we start a chat, Give me a new English mission. Give me a fun, unexpected scenario and tell me what I need to do. Make it engaging every time and help me along the way if I get stuck. Save that, and now every time you open Langua and tap that prompt, AI Lucy will give you something completely new, a different scenario and a new challenge. But if you ever get stuck, she's right there to help you find the right words and keep going. It's endlessly replayable, it's genuinely fun, and it trains the one thing that's hardest to practice alone: thinking on your feet. Please try this one and let me know how it goes in the comments. I genuinely can't wait to hear what missions you end up doing. And there you have it, 5 ways that you can practice your speaking every single day and start working towards natural fluency in English. I hope you're excited to try some of these. I really think they're going to help you improve, especially using Langua. To try Langua for free, click on the link in the description box or scan the QR code here, create your profile, and then download the app. Now look, I've only really scratched the surface of what Langua can do. There is so much more packed into this app that I haven't had time to show you today. Remember, you have the code ENGLISH20 to get 20% off the unlimited annual plan. Let me know in the comments how you feel chatting to my AI clone. I have lots of students who chat with her every single day. Okay, I will see you in the next lesson. Bye! Mwah.